Hi guys, how are you? Hi everybody, I'm back. Okay, this is my second video today. But these are things that we couldn't wait on because we're going to talk about the Sonya Massey body cam footage being released. If you don't know who that is, you will. I mean, it's everywhere. It's the woman that called the cops because she thought an intruder was outside her home, and the cops ended up, one cop, his name is Grayson, ended up pow-powing her in the face. And they released the footage today. It's crazy. And then we're going to talk about Mike Pence coming out against Donald Trump. And Donald Trump will not be debating. He canceled the debate against Kamala in September. Okay, so let's get into all of that. But before we do that, I want you to know that today is video is sponsored by Fenty Beauty. Now, you guys know I've been working with Fenty for a long time. I'm wearing their lipsticks now. Rihanna's always improving and upgrading her makeup. It's the best. It really is. It's every skin color. Everyone. This is why I love it. It's inclusive. So today I put down on my down in my shop, you'll see that I listed her Fenty Icon Velvet Lipstick. Pretty much looks just like what I have on right now, but it's not as drying. You guys know if you wear a lot of matte lipstick like I do, it could dry your lips out sometimes. It really can. I have to like exfoliate, put moisturizers on my lips. So this isn't as drying, but it still has the same opaque colors. So they're vivid colors that you can see. You can tell it's matte without the drying. Also, they did the same thing with their new soft matte long wear. It's full coverage, but it doesn't dry your face out. And if you guys know, I'm not wearing that much makeup today, as in foundation, but usually I love a lot of foundation. It is very taxing on your skin. So if you guys click on those two things down below, I get 15% commission off of it. So make sure you check it out because I always have people say, what kind of lipstick are you wearing? I like to think I'm known for my lipsticks. I love a good matte. I love a good matte. And you guys that have been following me for a long time, I wear red as often as I can. It's my favorite color. So go ahead and check those two things out. Now, let's get into the Sonya Massey story. I don't know what you guys have heard about this. It's been all over. This 36-year-old woman, she's from Illinois. She called 911 because she thought an intruder was in her house or outside her home. She's a mother. Oh gosh. Here we go again. Here we go again. Let me read this to the people that are just coming into this. It's just, I've seen the tape. I'm going to show it to you guys. Ugh. It says, in the early hours of July 6th, Sonya Massey called 911 looking for help with a suspected intruder. But within minutes of the officers entering her Springfield, Illinois home, the 36-year-old mother was unalived. People always ask me, why do I say unalived? Because I don't want to get picked up by the censors. Okay, so you guys know what that means by now. I lost my place. Shooting her fatally. In Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Grayson. That's the name of the deputy that pulled the trigger. I'm going to show you a picture of it in a minute. The police unaliving was sparked protests in Massey's name and drew the attention of President Joe Biden. He's going to speak about it again today, probably in about an hour. Okay. I love it when presidents acknowledges a tragedy that goes on in our country because, you know, I just like Joe. I know he's not going to be president anymore, but it's the right thing to do. Uh, it was caught on tape, detailed in a 36 body cam video release. Okay, so I seen the whole entire 36 minutes. I edited down probably to about 5 minutes, the most important parts, but it was pretty long. Let me keep going. The sheriff's office has fired Grayson. A review of the Illinois State Police investigation conducted by a use of force expert found the deputy was not justified in his deadly force, per the state's attorney in a news release. As of last week, Grayson has been charged with first degree emming. Okay. I know you guys don't like me to use these code words, but I'm telling you why I did it. Okay, so then it goes into what happened that night. All right, let me put his picture up. Ooh, a mother, a mother. I can't get that thought out of my head. She was a mom. Jeez, so much going on. Let me find the picture of the officer. Here he is, right here. Okay, here's a picture of the officer. Let me get back over here. His name is Sean Grayson. There's been some startling things to come out about him. Here's his picture. He's in jail right now with no bond. I want you guys to watch it and you can tell me what you think. I'm going to show it in a few minutes. But here's what we found out. Let me take that down. We found out that he has worked for 6 different police departments in the last 4 years. This is not a good record. Okay? The first time, here are the counties right here. He was terminated once, resigned 3 other times, and 2 other times his explanation for being no longer work there is other explained. That means we're not going to release the information to the public, but if you are another officer or has something to do with the police department, you can go check it out. This man gave clear-cut signs that something was wrong. Instead of being fired the first time for something that he did wrong, and they are saying they're going to release the details of what he did, instead of realizing something's wrong and firing him, it feels like police officers could get fired from this one and just go apply for this one. Like, really? No background checks? No mental health tests coming with you? It's really sad. And the most bad thing about this is that she was looking for help. I called the police for help, right? I feel like there's an intruder outside. Something's going on. You're supposed to help me. Now they're saying that the rumors are some of the reasons that he could have been acting this way is because he has stage 3 cancer and that colon cancer and that the medicine works on his changes his personality. I hope they don't take that to court. That's no excuse for unaliving someone in their face. Their face. How disrespectful is that? So I'm going to show you a little bit of what happened before the pow-powing. And then I'm going to go to another site and show you what happened after. So I'm going to do a before and after. Okay. And I froze the screen during the do. You guys don't want to see it. And I'll stop and tell you what happened. That's what I'll do. Let's just put that up. Okay, here we go.
You didn't see anybody out walking that way, did you?
No, not when I came in.
I didn't see anybody that way. Sheriff's office! You come in the door or not? Alright, hurry up.
Somebody was out here and I needed down here. Please don't hurt me, y'all.
Why would it hurt you? You called us.
Okay,
We're not
please.
So what'd you hear?
Somebody keeps outside my house, y'all. Please,
Is this your car over here?
please, God, please, God, please.
Is this your car over here? Oh,
Please, God.
that's not your black car in the driveway?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, we checked your yard. We walked around the whole block. We didn't see anybody. We don't. We checked the whole area. There's nobody out walking around.
I know, y'all. Please, God, please, God. I'm trying to get help, y'all, but
What do you need help with?
nothing. I just, please, God, please, God, please. I don't know what to do.
Do with what?
Huh?
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if y'all could help me.
What do you want help with?
Huh?
What do you want help with?
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard.
We didn't see nobody,
Yeah,
so.
nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
We checked the whole area.
okay.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I got you.
dressed. I'm
All right.
sorry.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure.
My medicine and stuff.
All right. Okay.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. That's not your black car, though. The SUV? Whose is it? You don't know? Someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's run that.
Yeah.
To show y'all.
Okay.
That's what I know. Hold on, y'all. They calling back. I know that you're already here. Hold on. Okay. Hello? Yeah, I need, I got the sheriff department here, but I was calling for help from y'all.
Okay, are you there with them?
They're here in my house right now.
Okay, I'll let you go and you talk to them.
No, hold on. Wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Codwell. It's good.
For what? You're there with the deputy, correct?
No, hold on, okay?
You can hang
Hold
up.
on for what?
Just 1 second, okay?
Yes, please hang up.
Okay.
What's up?
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it
Okay,
was
what was the damage?
a dent, I believe.
What about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to attach.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
You have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just a driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will
What?
get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just get your ID real
Well, let's
quick.
get your
so I
ID
can attach it.
first, and then.
One task at a time here.
Okay, let me
Here,
find
grab
it.
your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You
Is it in that
have.
stack right there, maybe?
Okay. 1 second.
Check on her.
Let me get this.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Right. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot!
The fucking.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078. Fuck.
I I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
Now, I don't know if you guys could hear what he was saying, but he said after, and I couldn't show it because I can't show weapons and stuff like that. And so when they were talking, the one officer, the one that was stunned, not the trigger man, says, let me go get a first aid kit. And he said, nope, headshot, done. Like, no, headshot, done. She's dead. Also, they are doing videos on other channels that I'm not willing to do, is they're zooming in. They said she didn't even have the hot water, or the, what's it called? The pot in her hand. It was a oven mitt, and you could see her pulling the oven mitts out the drawer. Because in his initial statement, he said she was going to throw hot water on me. Now it's being shown, proven, when you zoom in, she's not holding the pot in her hand. She's holding a mitt, an oven mitt. You guys know what I'm talking about, the things when it's really hot. All right. So this is so controversial. Now, also, I edited it down so we're not just watching the full 36 minutes. It took her an unusually long amount of time to get to the door. But should a person lose their life over that? No. And it seemed like she didn't answer all the questions straight up, but she didn't look like to be a threat to nobody. No weapons in her hands. No charging towards the officer, no signals that she was doing anything wrong. And I don't know if you caught it. Right before he pulled the trigger, she says, I'm sorry, twice. Because when she's saying that, I edit this part out because you guys can't see it, because he was holding the pow to her. She gets on the ground in a position of surrender. He has to walk around the corner, or the counter. You guys see this counter right here? So here he is standing right here. She's standing right here. She gets on the ground. He walks around as she's on the ground on all fours and pows. Now, police officers have to be extremely careful, because if things go wrong, you get the blame. So it should be on their mind at all times to be as cautious as possible when dealing with people. They deal with all kinds of people. And I have heard people yell at the cops. What are you doing here? Shut up. You're not supposed to be in my room. Oh, you get out my house. None of that took place. So I don't see why he felt threatened. Because she said, I will rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That's something someone really spiritual says. I'm not understanding any of it. If anything, it's really, really sad. It's really sad. And how many times a year do we have to go through this? How many times? Can you imagine if that was your mother? How would you feel? It's insane. Let me put up some more stuff. So that's what happened. And now, of course, it's everywhere. I want to show you this footage from, let me take that down. Hold on. From the neighborhood talk of what happened afterwards, and how kind of like he wasn't. Do you guys remember when Alec Baldwin accidentally unalived Helena? He was shaking. He was smoking cigarettes. He couldn't calm down. This guy was walking around talking to the other officers like no big deal. Like no big deal.
I need cranes and put them around the house if you guys can.
But other than that, that's I think it.
Anything else suspect?
Me.
Oh, I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm good. This fucking bitch is crazy.
He's got tape.
I think I got a roll.
I got something coming up.
Oh my God, you guys. He called her a effing bitch. You just unalived somebody's mother, somebody's daughter. And you called her a effing bitch? And you want to blame that on cancer? What does cancer have to do with that? What does cancer have to do with that? I got all the stuff ready and I must have blocked it out of my head that he said this effing bitch is crazy. Oof. Wow, that was, I can't put the full tape up. I'll try to put the full thing up because if I show any kind of, certain things in the picture, YouTube's just going to take it down, but I'm sure it's everywhere. Now, can you imagine somebody unaliving your mom? And then later on the news, you hear him call her a fucking bitch? A person that wasn't armed with nothing. I get it. Being a police officer is hard. That's why it's so important, their mental health evaluations and this hopping around from office to office. When you get fired from one, you should be fired from them all. I'm just going to go up the street to the next county over and do it again. Make that make sense. I'm just devastated. I didn't hear that part. How rude can you be? Called her a fucking bitch. And you just unalived somebody. And that's what she was to you? You have to have some kind of compassion and common sense as an officer. This is without a doubt the police department's fault. You had some nut job on the scene that's not qualified to be an officer. Now, let's listen to the family. Oh, boy, that's just disturbing. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know why that's playing. Let me close that. Oh, it's very disturbing. Very, very, very disturbing. Oh, is this it? Let me see. No, that's not it. Hold on. Let me see if this is it. I've got too many tabs open. I do. No, that's not it. The mother was holding a sign during the protest saying, say her name, make her human. You called her a fucking bitch. Say her name. She has a name. She has a family. She has children. What is wrong with you? Did I close that? Hold on. That People's article. I did. I just want to see. Let's see.
Joining us now is Sonya's father. His name is James Wilburn, along with civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump, who is representing the family. Good morning to you both. I want to start with you, Mr. Wilburn, because this video that we saw earlier was heartbreaking to those of us who didn't even know Sonya. I cannot imagine what it is like for you to have known your daughter the way that you did. And I know when these stories happen, it's just another story in the news. But for you, I always say the victim was somebody's everything. So before we get into the details of the case, please tell us what she was like and what you're missing most about her. Who was she?
She was one of my 4 daughters. I don't think that looking at that tape with my old heart from before 2022, I had quadruple heart bypass surgery and I suffered from congestive heart failure. But I don't think my old heart could have taken this.
You know, I'm hearing that you were told conflicting stories. What were you told, the circumstances of this shooting?
Well, I was never told that it was a deputy involved shooting, we were under the impression that she was killed by the intruder or some other person from the street or something, and they just went in there and found her dead body. I did not find out that the deputies killed her until my brother asked for Sonya's address, and I gave it to him. And he said, "Brother, this says deputies involved." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But we were all misled to believe that. And then there was a story that this was self-inflicted, a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Oh my goodness.
So I think the cover-up started from just right after it happened. Thank God for the body camera footage. It's probably the most horrible and heart-wrenching thing that we've ever seen in our lives. But if it were not for the body cam footage, we would not have known that this occurred.
Yes, I say thank goodness too for that body cam footage, because we in the video it clearly shows she was not approaching him with steaming hot water, number one, which is what he said at the beginning. When he was asked about the gun, clearly there was no gun. She had said to the officer, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," which seemed to set him off. What do you think she meant? What does that mean? What was going on that you think that she would say those words to him?
I think that she feared for her life. There was some premonition that she had. And it seems like he was just an emissary of Satan. And that's what caused him to do what he did. It's just unexplainable.
Yeah.
Attorney Crump, it's Vlad here. I want to ask you about the reports that Officer Grayson was now working at his 6th police department in just under 4 years. What have you learned about that? And to the point that Mr. Wilburn is making and that Gail was just talking about, what does it say to you that the first thing that we hear Officer Grayson say after he has killed Sonya is, "She was coming at me with boiling water"?
You know, it's just no justification, no matter what he tries to say. We see this video with our own eyes. And Vlad, this is one of the worst videos of a police shooting ever. I mean, he did not have to shoot her. And you see him, even though he's trying to say he wasn't going to have this boiling water get to him, he actually walks around the counter and engages to get a better shot. And that's what the state attorney's investigation found, that he actually engaged her. He could have done so many things to not shoot her in the face. He could have backed up. He could have used taser. I mean, it was the size difference. Vlad and Gail, he's over 2 times as big as her. She's 5'1", 110 pounds. He's like 6'5", 260 pounds. It's just senseless and god-awful.
Mr. Crump, it's Tony DeCopel. We've talked to you on numerous occasions in cases like this. There have been others as well. And yet you're right, this is a particularly shocking video. What do you think the larger issue is? Why do we keep having these conversations? Why do we keep seeing these videos?
We certainly think it's the implicit bias that permeates in American society now. And when we think about what's going on with the presidential politics in 2020, it was the George Floyd torture video that galvanized people in our community to act. In 2024, I believe it's going to be the Sonya Massey shooting video that galvanizes people in our community to act, because, as Mr. James said, this so-called police officer should have never been on the sheriff's force. He had 2 DUIs, and he had went from multiple police departments, like Vlad said. And that is a question. Why was he even on the force? We agree with the judge at the bond hearing. He is a threat to public safety.
Ben, there are so many questions here. Looking at this video, I'm telling you, this one hit different for a lot of people. None of them are good, but this one in particular hit different, because she clearly, from what we could see, hadn't done anything to harm this officer or threaten this officer. Mr. Wilburn, I know that your daughter was 36 years old, had 2 children. How old are your grandchildren and how are they processing this?
My oldest is Malachi, he's 17. And Summer, Jeanette, she's 15. And we're taking it day to day. They're having a very hard time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're doing as best they can.
That was a mama. I mean,
yeah.
She needed a helping hand. She didn't need a bullet to the face, Gail.
Yeah, it is astounding to know that she had called for help and then she ends up the victim in her own home. I still don't understand it. This will never make sense to me.
No humanity. When the partner tries to help, he says, no, it's a headshot. You don't need that.
Yeah.
And with the blood gushing out of her face, he goes out and tells the other officers on the scene, he calls her a derogatory name for a woman and says she was crazy. I mean, where is the humanity?
Yeah, I know that is always a question in many of these shootings. Mr. Wilburn, we are so sorry that you were talking to us today about this particular story, but we do appreciate you taking the time to do so. People need to hear this story. Ben Crump, thank you.
Ooh, ooh. So there have been protests. I never heard the part about the two DUIs. This man was unfit to be on the force. And there were probably other signs, because why aren't they talking about it now? They claim they'll talk about it Friday. Why Friday? What is in his past? We need to know what happened. But the police chief did take responsibility, saying he wasn't fit to be on the force. So, because what else could he say? What else could he say? Body cams was the best thing ever invented. I feel it tells the story. You don't have to hear all the lies. They tried to lie, said she was coming at him with a pot of water and, a boiling pot of water, and just body cams were the best things that ever happened. Let's see what you guys have to say before I move on. When I saw that video, it made me sick. It's bad. I've been avoiding listening and looking at this video. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have said trigger warning. All the way through. This is the worst. And here comes the killing field. We are tired. We are tired. We are tired. 2 children. Code of silence. Yeah. They have that. But that's why I said the body cams were the best thing ever invented. The best. Let's see what this says. God's intervention was for the other officer's camera to be on. I mean, the other officer didn't seem as aggressive. He wanted to help after it happened, and the guy tell him, no, she's goner. Whoosh, let's see. Stationary Jefferson County had to pay $3.5 million. This is happening too often. I hope they put him in jail for 2 lies. I think that they will. So it's going to be everywhere. President Joe Biden is going to talk about it now in a good 25 minutes. So let me get through the rest, and then, geez. I don't even know what to say. My condolences goes out to her family. It's just a lot. All right, let's talk about Mike Pence coming out. Poor Beatrice. She says, Sharrell, I am really pissed. Well, I mean, everybody is. That's why there was protests. Did you see the father? He couldn't even talk without crying. It's all fresh, and it's just, I don't know. but I felt I had to come on and talk about it because it's crazy. And so I wasn't going to come on today. So while I'm at it, let's talk about Mike Pence coming out against Joe Biden. I mean, not Joe Biden, coming out against Donald Trump. The vice president coming out against Donald Trump? What? Huh? What's happening? Thank you for the super chat. Wow. I just seen it as I was coming on. So let's go take a look at this ourselves. What? Listen, Kamala's coming out strong. Kamala. What is wrong with me? You guys have told me a million times. Kamala is really energizing the Democratic Party. She's bringing in tons of money. Yesterday it was 81 million. She just gave a vigorating speech a few minutes ago. I feel like all Dems are in and we're rolling forward. And Donald Trump, you don't want to debate her? Why not? Because she's not 81 years old. And she can remember all of your history just like you should remember hers. What happened to a good old-fashioned debate? How could you not debate? That shows weakness. I thought Donald Trump was all about strength. Why wouldn't you want to debate her? It's unbelievable. Like, what? Are you scared she's going to call you an old man because you're the old person on the ticket? Now you know how Joe felt. Let me play this really quick. Let's see if this is it.
Surprised that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump.
Let me do it this way. Hold on.
It should come as no surprise that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump this year. I cannot, in good conscience, endorse Donald Trump in this campaign.
You can now add Pence to the ever-expanding list of former Donald Trump officials who say that the former president should not ever step foot in the White House again. Just let that sink in. This is a list that is quite long at this point. Among them, his former Attorney General, Bill Barr.
You know, he's like a defiant 9-year-old kid who's always pushing the glass toward the edge of the table, defying his parents to stop him from doing it.
His former National Security Advisor, John Bolton.
Between Biden and Trump, there was no conservative on the ballot. So I wrote in the name of a conservative, and I would do the same in 2024.
His other former National Security Advisor, H.R. McMaster.
I think it would be terribly divisive for our country for him to run again.
The former Trump Defense Secretary, Mark Esper.
Do you think Trump can be trusted with the nation's secrets ever again?
No. I mean, it's just irresponsible action that places our service members at risk, places our nation's security at risk.
The other former Trump Defense Secretary, Jim Mattis, he said that Trump fomented an insurrection. The former Trump Chief of Staff, John Kelly, who says Trump has no idea what America stands for. His former Acting Chief of Staff, Mick Mulvaney.
I quit because I think he failed at being the president when we needed him to be that.
And his former Joint Chiefs Chairman, Mark Milley.
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
And there are others, quite a few more, in fact. But Pence today gave his reasons, and they aren't just about how Trump put his life at risk on January 6th.
During my presidential campaign, I made it clear that there were profound differences between me and President Trump on a range of issues, and not just our difference on my constitutional duties that I exercised on January the 6th. Donald Trump is pursuing and articulating an agenda that is at odds with the conservative agenda that we governed on.
To hear him say that out loud and pair it with Pence's refusal to endorse Trump, it is nothing short of extraordinary. But notice what all of these people have in common. Every one of them saw Trump's conduct up close, especially when it came to the most sensitive and important parts of the job, the ones that deal with the nation's national security. And so Mike Pence, you would think he plans to vote for Joe Biden, right?
Who are you going to vote for in November?
Well, like most Americans, I'm going to keep my vote to myself. But
Would you
I'm a
vote for
Republican.
President Biden?
I would never vote for Joe Biden. But how I vote when that curtain closes is that'll be for me.
What is happening, people? What is happening? Hold on, I gotta close this. What is happening? What? Huh? Okay, so let's say they don't like Donald Trump. Okay, as this has happened many times, but you still vote your party. They're coming out and saying no. We're not going to vote at all. Well, you know what I just said yesterday? A no vote is the vote for the other side. Huh? I'm confused. And why didn't they say this when Joe Biden was running? Why all of a sudden now, when Kamala's running, what's happening? People, did I miss something? What is going on, people? Someone said, because they're tired of his ass. It's crazy. Huh? I don't know what to make of it. Wow. Okay. Pence is fake and phony and untrustworthy. And you're probably saying that because I've never seen. Now, let me think. I've been voting for presidents since Bill Clinton. I've been following politics since Jimmy Carter. I can't think, and you guys help me, of a VP turning on the president the way that Mike Pence just did. Even if you don't like each other, in the end, who was it? It was George Bush and Dick Cheney that really didn't like each other, but they wouldn't do like that. Am I missing something? I need some help. What it just happened? And because, I just don't know what to make of it. I don't. Hey, Freddie, Mike Pence will vote for Trump just to be loyal to the Republican Party. Well, then why did he just come out and say that he's not voting for Trump? Why did he just say that? One of the guys said he acts like a little kid. Huh? I'm confused. What is happening? I need Perry today. You should have seen my mouth like, what just happened? Trump wants full power, greater power to rule over both houses, and they don't want him to have that power. He will be like a dictator. We keep hearing this word over and over again. Dictatorship. Project 2025, setting up for him to be a dictatorship. We know last time at the end of his presidency, he had people storm the Capitol building. He also, what was it? Was it France Prime Minister Macron? Someone, he says he idolizes dictators. I can't believe he said it out loud. Donald Trump says he idolizes dictators. He has some special relationship with Putin. Do you remember? I don't know what's going on, but maybe Kamala made it okay for his own administration to turn again. I don't know. He'll probably vote Republican for the other elections, but Democrat for president. I mean, he says that's his business. I never even heard a vice president say that. That's my business who I vote for. It is? Aren't you, you're right. It is your business. Technically, you don't have to tell us anything, but it sure would be nice to know what you're thinking. Some Catholics and others are going to vote for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. President Biden is Catholic. Well, did you guys see Robert F. Kennedy, Tasha K show? Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. Maybe they're doing something behind the scenes and it's going to come out like we don't want Trump on the ticket because this was bold. And I have never seen it in my lifetime. He said he wants to be a dictator. Day one, he said he wanted to be a dictator. Who says that? It's insane. All right, you guys. That's what's going on. Oh, I wanted to show a little speech. I know a lot of people, a lot of women, the abortion issue. I guess I would, if I got time. How much time? Hold on a second. Anyway, I'll talk about this tomorrow. Kamala's going around giving really, really, I would say, Barack Obama type speeches. I didn't know she was that fiery. I didn't know that she was that good with her speeches and inspirational. I don't know if she was just letting President Joe Biden do the lead and she was playing VP, but this is a leader that we're seeing, and she's inspiring people, all nationalities. I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. I got to head back. But anyway, so that's what happened today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you guys for checking in, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.